Nation, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime. Castor Maritime is a global shipping company engaged in seaborne transportation, wide range of commodities such as oil or dry bulk. Their job is to acquire vessels, as they've done so a lot recently, which I'm about to show you real quick. They started in 2017, I believe, September 2017. That's the first vessel. And then as of today, I believe they have 16 vessels. I want to take a quick look at the press releases because if you guys don't know, there is a pattern here. Obviously, this is a relatively young company in 2017, so they have direct offerings, acquisitions of vessels, direct offerings, acquisitions of vessels. So you guys get the pattern here. It's a relatively young company. The CEO is doing nothing but direct offerings. What does direct offerings do? They dilute the shareholders, the current shareholders. If you were not a current shareholder, now may be the great time to buy, considering they have a lot of vessels, currently 16 vessels. The most recent one is April 16, 2005 Korean built Aframax tanker for 14.8 million. I assume they're doing these offerings to get these tankers or ships at a low price because of COVID. So that's one theory. Now, if you take a look at the chart, this is a 6-month chart. This is a 13 cents, and last year it went up February 11th, as almost all small cap corporations did. And then now they're kind of in a market downturn, unfortunately. Market conditions have been changing. Small cap corporations are getting hammered right now. So this is no fault of CTRM, but the dilution of direct offerings made this even worse. And let me explain. You take a look at the summary here at Yahoo Finance, you can see the market cap is 405 million. The volume is pretty fluid, but compared to other days when Reddit was blowing this up like crazy, it's been going down, obviously. People are investing into other things such as Dogecoin. But that's not really all. Again, the main thing I want to emphasize is the direct offerings, the many direct offerings. If you take a look, share flow is 706 million. I believe prior to the one offering on this April 5th, prior to this, I believe the share float was around 500 million or 6. For a small cap corporation to have this amount of outstanding shares and this amount of float, it is no bueno. I can tell you that. It is not good for current shareholders. If you're not a current shareholder and you're thinking about getting into CTRM, I do think this might be a great time to get into it, although we don't know what the future holds in regards to the market conditions. So I do see more of a downside, but if I was an investor, I would add a position right here, simply because, let me go back to the chart here. Let me go to not 5 days. As you can see here, it went up pre-market to 51 cents, and then it went back down, and it's kind of building a support system here. That is what I'm seeing, but I believe we need a couple more days or maybe perhaps a week or more to see if the support system is solid enough. I do think this is a great time to add, but I wouldn't add all in. I would, add in portions. I believe it may go down more lower due to the market conditions. But other than that, it seems like it's building a support system. I do believe this may go up, but in terms of going up into $1, I am not quite sure. We need a lot of buyers for Castor Maritime. Why? due to the offerings that has been placed, we need more buyers. We need to fill in the gaps. We need to fill in, all these shares. It's like if you own 10,000 shares a long time ago, and when the float is like 500 million, now it's 700 million, and you're still only 10,000 shares. That's a tough pill to swallow. So that's what I want to emphasize in regards to CTRM. Let's take a quick look at the institutions. People have been buying, or I should say toots, but I want to say it's nothing significant in regards to the share price. I would like to see more institutional investors into this. And in terms of short squeeze, I don't see any short squeeze anytime soon. So CTRM, in my opinion, is in a tough spot. I do believe it's building a support system right now. I could be wrong, but again, Castor Maritime with a long-term price target, I don't even want to say, a price target because the amount of share flow is insane. And I do believe, unfortunately, June is around the time where they may need to do a reverse split. But it's okay. If you really do believe in the company, then just stick to it to the end. But having said that, I do think reverse split might be in the horizon for this company, unfortunately. I was never a huge fan of reverse splits simply because it's just more dilution. You take a look at Inpixion and INPX, classic example. So there you have it, folks. Castor Maritime, ticker CTRM. My final thoughts. Great swing trade around here. I think it's a great spot to add. I wouldn't add all, just some. And then swing it to 65 cents. That's just my opinion. Is it going to 1? I don't know the answer. That's a tough answer. Unless, I don't know, Carol Baskin from Zomedica comes over here and then endorses us. But other than that, I don't see it going back to 1. So there you have it, folks. Castor Maritime. Take care.